the ice. The Detroit Red Wings, the defending champions, lead 2-0. And in goal, hard to believe there still are some people questioning Kris Osgood, but all he does, Mick, is keep on winning.
Yes, it depends on when you give certain goals up. They're of the tainted variety, and certainly Osgood has had a few of those in these playoffs. And boy, has he ever rebounded from goals like that. And he's come back with a couple of shutouts after some 90-foot goals that he's given up. This guy's got to wonder what the heck's going on. 60 shots the other night. He's a great goaltender, great goals against average, but still, he gave up 5 goals, and I don't think he's faced the kind of offense that Detroit is throwing at him in 2 games, and he's probably going to see a little more tonight. Although I don't think, Dave, it'll be early in this hockey game. I think we got a slow start. Caps want to keep this thing even right out of the gate.
Terry Gregson is the referee. Ray Scapanello and Dan Shakty are the linesmen. Draper between McCarty and Maltby for the Red Wings. Hunter between Berube and Simon. So both teams starting off with their physical lines that like to set the tempo of the game, and we are underway. The first time that the Capitals have ever hosted a Stanley Cup Finals game. Of course, they're in the finals for the first time in the 24-year history of the franchise. Osgood plays it along the boards. Dale Hunter got a body on it. Here's Tenardi from the point. A shot right on and a save by Osgood. And immediately Dale Hunter throws a little snow in the face of the Detroit goaltender. And Ron Wilson wants his club to feed off the energy. And speaking of the energy in this building, let's go downstairs ice level to Nick Kyprios. Nick?
Thanks, guys. I tell you what, for a city that's down 2-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals, you'd never know it from down here at ice level. This place has been rocking for a good 1 hour, and I look for the Caps to feed off of that energy and get off to a real good start. Back up to you guys.
All right, Nick, and one of the guys that has to get off to a good start is the guy taking the faceoff for the Capitals, Esatikin. And the other night, Mick, no shots on goal, no points, missed a wide-open net that would have put his club up 5-3, and he was on the ice for 3 Detroit Red Wing goals against. That is not Esatikin in type hockey.
No, it isn't. He scores that goal in the open net, the game's probably over. And they're come back here 1-1.
Here's McCarty. Boy, Tenardi came a long ways across to throw that hit. McCarty a little bit slow to come away. And meanwhile, the other end, Colson goes by. Puck is a score! The Red Wings are on the board. And wait a minute.
Well, Gregson said
Gregson went over, and I think he's indicating it is a goal. It looked like he may have been questioning somebody in the crease. But how about the Red Wings 35 seconds into this game?
the last thing the Caps needed was to have a goal scored on them like this, and what a goofy play this was. Steve Yzerman was involved with it again. Everybody was watching Tenardi hit McCarty over by the Red Wing bench, and then Yzerman went the other way. He got outside. He beats Tikin into the outside. He can't control him. He ends up hauling him down. There's a delayed penalty in progress. Loose puck, everybody's standing around, and Tomas Holmstrom got to the open puck before Todd. Krygier and the Red Wings are on the board just like that. Wow.
Holmstrom scores his first goal of the finals. That is his 7th goal of these playoffs, and the 7th career playoff goal. Here's a steal now by Kozlov. Tries to drive a tough angle shot to the net. It was blocked, and Gonchar clears it around. Fedorov left the puck down center ice for Kozlov. Kozlov wheels it back. The Detroit Red Wings have silenced this loud building. Here comes Fedorov. He drives a shot that was deflected wide by Gonchar. And the puck cleared by the Capitals. They have waved off the icing. And back to get it now is Jamie McCowan. McCowan moves it along the boards. It is picked up by Rouse, knocked away by Bellows. Sets it up for Juneau. Juneau sends it across the Detroit zone. Calle Johansson is there. Now for Oates, he gets a skate on it. Jamie McCowan will clear it to Brendan Shanahan. Shanahan sends it across. Bob Rouse will pick it up for Detroit. Tried to send it ahead for Larionov, and Tenardi sends it back now to Juneau, and that was a 2-line pass. Mick, the Detroit Red Wings have a marvelous statistic now in 7 straight Stanley Cup Finals game. They have scored their first goal on no less than their 9th shot. They have scored early in every single one of the finals going back to last year, and Tomas Holmstrom continues to be so opportunistic. He doesn't play a ton, but boy, is he ever scoring.
Oh, man, since that goal he scored against Grant Fuhrer in St. Louis, coming down and deking the goaltender, and that was a huge one in that game and series. He's been just great for Scotty Bowman, and he's had to work awfully hard to get into this lineup. He was not given a spot. He wasn't happy when he wasn't playing, but he finally earned himself a spot, and he's keeping it, that's for sure.
Sednik tried to take the pass. Lidstrom, though, came up with the loose puck. Shanahan, rink-wide pass now for Martin Lapointe. Lapointe scored a big goal in the third period of Game 2 and set up the winning goal in overtime. Sednik, a steal by Shanahan. Larry Murphy straight away a drive, closing the save, and he hangs on, and immediately Lapointe throws some snow in the face of Olaf Kolzig, just like Dale Hunter did at the other end to Kris Osgood.
Turnabout is fair play, says Lapointe. Neither Kolzig nor Osgood reacting much to that play, but boy, the Caps guilty again in their own zone of not being in position. Throw the puck away and Detroit gets a scoring chance, albeit a 45-50 footer from Murphy with no screen. But the Caps not communicating, and they seem to be out of sync in their own zone. Last thing they needed, Dave, was to have a goal against. To get this crowd and keep this crowd into it, they probably at least wanted to stay even. They didn't need to score and go up 1-0, but don't give anything up. That's gone by the board already.
Again, it was the Red Wing captain, Steve Yzerman, driving to the net that set that up. He got one of the assists, and because of the crowd noise, we could not hear the announcement of the other assist if there was one. But Tomas Holmstrom indeed with a goal. Here is Hunter. Hunter, Berube, and Simon out there again. Dale Hunter behind the net. The puck hopped over the stick of Simon. Simon with a big hit on Brendan Shanahan as the puck comes back out to center ice. Immediately, Scotty Bowman makes a change and gets the Joe Koster line out there. Now Chris Simon being bothered by Maltby. Berube had it knocked away, and here comes Joe Koster the other way. 3 Red Wings on the attack. Koster tried to slide it through, and we have a whistle on the play. Simon with a hit on Maltby, I believe, after the whistle.
And Hunter gives Maltby a high elbow. And I don't know who the penalty is going to be on to start with, but the Washington Caps losing control. Simon or Berube whacks Draper, and this is not the kind of stuff that the Caps can afford to do. If they do it, they're going to be throwing away any chance at all they have of coming back in this series. Watch Hunter to follow through on that hit, punches him in the face. Simon's going to the box for an infraction on the Detroit rush, and they're lucky that Hunter didn't get an extra 2, and they're only going to be 1 man down.
Slashing the call on Chris Simon at 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Left side of your screen, watch what happens. Number 17, there's the slash on Draper. As he goes right down the middle, driving the net. Terry Gregson says, not allowed in my book of rules and regulations, and the Red Wings get the first power play of the hockey game.
Well, you're right. Ron Wilson was not looking for this kind of a start at all, and his club running around a little bit. And as you said, they did not have to come out. Yes, they wanted to set the tempo and feed off the energy, but you have to do it in a smart way.
Yeah, you got to stay even, and to feed off that energy, you can't fall behind. And these fans will support this team, but boy, it really hurts you when you give up goals of the easy variety. Like, what are we doing? We just can't seem to get this right. And Ron Wilson knows that. And he also knows the Red Wings are like sharks. They see and smell blood, and they're coming after you with all guns a-blaring and taking advantage of every mistake you make.
Caps win the draw. This is the first power play opportunity for either team in this game. The Detroit Red Wings so far in this series 0 for 7 on the power play. Lidstrom drives it in behind Kolzig. Juneau is there for the Capitals, but the puck knocked away by Sergei Fedorov. Fedorov checked along the boards. Tenorti tries to clear it. Is gloved down by Murphy. Moves it to Holmstrom. He moves it quickly now to Lidstrom, left point. Capitals very aggressive, chasing the puck against this Detroit power play. Murphy now, but Adam Oates stepped in front of him and clears it out to center ice. Here is Yzerman. He waits. Now slides it across for Murphy, who gains the zone for Tomas Holmstrom. Back to the line. Lidstrom straight away. Fakes the shot. Hands it off. Fedorov tried to set up Yzerman in front, and they just missed connecting right on the doorstep. Murphy has it again. Larry Murphy hands it off for Holmstrom. Back to Murphy. Throws it in the middle for Fedorov. Red Wings spread it out very quickly. Larionov back to Lidstrom at the point. He drives a shot just wide. Rebound comes to Fedorov. Fedorov controlling. Sends it on net. Holzig the save, and he hangs on as Holmstrom was right in his face.
Now, Sergei Fedorov the other night, he hasn't done a lot in this series. Had 13 scoring chances, or shots on goal, really, the other night. And he was opening the ice up for teammates, and that's how you measure his play in Game 2. Although he didn't get on the scoreboard with a goal, he was digging, going for the net. He looked hungry and driving offensively, and that's what they look to Sergei Fedorov to do.
Well, you're right. A shot on goal isn't always a scoring chance, but most of his shots the other night were scoring chances. Martin Lapointe won the draw for Detroit. Here's Fetisov. Hands it off. Igor Larionov, top of the circle. Larionov takes a look. Wanted to go back to the line. Couldn't. Now he will go back to the line. Fetisov with a shot deflected. May have hit the post to the right of Kolzig. And it's sent down the ice with half a minute left in the Kris Simon penalty. Red Wings got on the board first in Game 2 and then had 2 power plays right after that, but could not convert. And that came back to haunt them for a while as the Capitals scored 3 goals in the second period. Housley tried to clear it. Is blocked by Lapointe. His centering pass in front of chance here. Kolzig, a great stop there on Doug Brown, who tried to go high. Shanahan digs it out of there. Goes back to the line. Brown makes the shot. Now it is blocked. And it's blocked by Nicolishin up over the glass and out of play.
Once again, Dave, the Caps throw the puck away. They had some control. Gonchar was rushed to the right of Kolzig. He had a teammate come back to help him out. They threw the puck right to Lapointe behind the net, and a scoring chance came from there. They have done that several times, far too many times, for the liking of their coach Ron Wilson in this series so far.
And probably for the liking of Olaf Kolzig, who had to be very sharp on that Doug Brown shot from Johannesburg, South Africa, but has played for the German national team in international competition, including the 1998 Olympics in Nagano. Face-off controlled by the Wings. They kept it in the zone. Bob Rouse with a drive. Kolzig the save. Rebound was there, but it's the Caps that come up with it. Kris Simon is out of the penalty box. Here's Juneau. His pass knocked away by Draper. He clears it back into the Capital zone. Calle Johansson has it there. Moves it now to Juneau. His pass for Oates does not connect, and it's Bob Rouse now for Detroit. Flips it ahead looking for Malpe. That was knocked away. Koser. And Malpe in traffic as the puck is sent deep into the Capital zone. Johansson has it there. Lead pass for Oates. Deflects it for Bellows. Did not get it deep. Larry Murphy blocked it. And Bellows hit hard by McCarty. Sends it back into his own zone. The Capitals controlling there. Here is Juneau with it. Juneau checked by Murphy. Oates runs into Murphy as neither team can get control of the puck. Now it's picked up by McCarty. McCarty trying to get around Bellows. And now McCarty reaches back and rolls it back behind the Capitals net. Kolzig moves it away from Tomas Holmstrom. Joe Ricci now for the Capitals. Sends it ahead for Adam Oates. Oates drives it into the Detroit zone. Not much action so far down on Chris Osgood, who has handled only 1 shot on goal. Here is Bellows. He is checked right away, and back comes Larry Murphy. He's got Yzerman with him. Murphy will flip it high in the air. Yzerman and Gonchar are there. Now it comes to Todd Krygier. He is able to clear back into the neutral zone. Fetisov moves it quickly for Doug Brown. Brown tried to go back to Kozlov. Tikkanen was there, and he clears it out to center ice. Sergei Gonchar in front of the Capitals bench. Red Wings not giving the Capitals any room to try to get something going here through the neutral zone. There's a pass for Jeff Toms. That does not connect. Icing is the call on the touch-up by Fetisov. Tomas Holmstrom has scored the only goal so far in Game 3.